It's the only tavern in town anyway.
I didn't realize it was such.
Oh, well, I suppose if Jimmy's slacking, his uncle must be all worried. Oh, we got so many things we have to do now. Well, if you have any problems with Jimmy, just tell him Kix will come and knock on his door next.
Of course.
Oh dear. By the way, you get foot max healing from me, 11.
Yo, very nice.
As I'm tying up, I see you go, I guess, to talk to the young woman, the
Hmm.
tiefling.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and come over here and take custody of these people if you want to go talk.
Actually, I was hoping. I'm actually going to suggest perhaps you should speak to the woman. I will take care of these two.
You think you have it all?
Yes.
Well, good. Uh, See, of course, what you can figure out. I have no idea who these people are.
Oh, that's not going to be a problem. As they're tied up, I'm getting ready to cast a ritual.
Okay, so
Or,
you're gonna
or
be busy, and you just like take them off to the side, and I'll return to Lilith and go. Well, it seems like my friend is freed up for the time being. Uh, Maybe I should go see Jimmy too.
It might be a good idea if you know him more than I do. I am still just a passerby.
Right, no telling how he might react. Someone strange knocking on his door.
Mm.
So you together you held up in the before we continue, Braith, Gar, you are in the gateway. You saw that a young tiefling talked to the barkeep and left. Something about Jimmy, uh, but you're not really sure. You haven't seen Jimmy in a while, so where he's at,
And the whole
as
town
always,
revolves around Jimmy.
apparently. And you're having your usual warm cup of water.
Bull.
Bowl, yes. But he also realized that Kix and Braith haven't returned, as you usually sort of gather in the evening to plan out your next expedition southward.
That's not
They were
what we do.
supposed.
They show up and tell me what I'm doing.
Well,
I drink my
yeah.
next bowl of water and say, hopefully they're dead.
No work for you tonight.
Yeah.
Like the last group.
So yes, they haven't shown up. So that's a little update. Now that we're talking about you, Gar, please present your character to the audience, if I may. You may.
If you may. Sure, you may. I'm Gar, the Tortle Wizard. There's nothing I like more than a good mystery. My ideal is self-improvement. My bond is that I sold my soul for knowledge. I hope to do great deeds and win it back. And my flaw is that unlocking an ancient mystery is worth the price of a civilization. Otherwise, yes, I'm a turtle. Otherwise known as a human turtle.
Right. So when
So
you were
you
at the
are aware
tavern
that
earlier,
yeah. So yeah, Braith, what are you going to do with the prisoners?
Well, I'm staying in the alleyway at the moment. I'm assuming that if there are passers-by or anything like that, I will just shy them away. Say this isn't a guard interrogation. And since they are both tied up, and now I'm assuming they either don't have my attention or are not paying attention, I will cast this spell, Zone of Truth.
Okay.
15-foot radius spear, now centered on a point of my choice within range. I put it literally right in front of me, which
Mhm.
is like 5 feet in front of the guards. For the next 10 minutes, what's going to happen is real simple. They get a charisma saving throw, and if they fail, they cannot lie to me.
Okay.
I'm hoping one of them doesn't fail.
So let me see. They're going to roll for both of them. Ooh. You don't know which is which.
Actually, the spell tells.
Actually, it
I
tells you.
do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So the one on the left, the one that you broke his nose, he's very. The pain that you inflicted on him apparently has protected his mind from your powerful spell. But the other one, who was embarrassed by being basically lifted from the ground, in a grapple, he's being sufficiently intimidated.
Hmm. So I know who is who to worry about, and I go to the one that has been compelled, and I say to him, "What's your name?"
Carl.
And
And the other guy goes like looking like, "What are you doing?"
and
Huh?
who, Carl, who do you work for?
The Stag Lord. The fuck are you doing, dude?
And Carl, why were you trying to attack us?
Because you and being the boss said that you were interfering in our affairs. What?
And I assume because of the conversation I heard about kicks, I got to ask this. Carl, where is Jimmy Davenport?
Who?
Interesting. Okay. Carl, where is the Stag Lord's hideout?
I don't know. It's south. And then you see the other guy who's been tied up, like, oh. It's like, oh,
That one's okay, because you can be a little vague in some of those. So I'm going to try a probing question then. You said south. How far south do you know?
oh, I think it's past the river. I've never been there myself.
How long have you been part of the Stag Lord's gang?
Oh, about a year, give or take.
Have you ever thought about a different line of work?
Well, this one was profitable.
How about something that's of higher calling?
What?
I don't know.
More gold? You got gold? I'll take gold.
So your services can be bought.
Oh, right, right.
If real quick, do we have like a copy of like the map or anything like that of the area?
You have rough sketches.
So can I take out like the rough sketches and I ask him point here where the Stag Lord's fortress is, and can he do that?
He actually doesn't know. He
Okay.
knows the general direction, right?
South past the river. Okay.
Yes, that's part of the river. So he's never. He told you he's never been there before, which is
How, ma-
you find to be true.
how many are in the Stag Lord's gang?
Well, quite a bit. He has humans. He has a couple of goblins, I think. Bugbear too. Yeah, yep. He's been gathering people for a while now. We
Why?
used to be about his other gang, but he killed the guy who was running at the old boss and said, now I'm the boss, and that's how it works. So he's the boss now. Get it
Oh,
about a year and a half ago, so right.
I have a. Why is he gathering so many people? What is he trying to do?
Get a bigger gang. I don't know. That's what you do. You get people to do stuff for you, I guess. This guy's not smart at all. I mean,
No.
the fact that he can string three words together is a minor miracle.
I could see
You can
that.
almost hear the gods going like, "Fine, it's okay."
One more question then. Any other lieutenants under the Stag Lord?
Oh, sorry. And you see this guy tries to bump him like to shut him up. What are you gonna do?
I see that, and I will. I will look at him dead in the eye with an intimidate check now.
Mm-hmm.
I will basically say, you do that again, I will cut the hand off.
He's using his body basically because you tied him up, so he's trying to interrupt him with his body.
17.
And he leans back like. And his nose is broken and swollen, and so he tries to speak, but he has so much blood it kind of mumbles, right? So it's like.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
But he leans back like, yeah, okay, he got your point.
Thank you.
Right.
Master Carl, can you please continue? Lieutenants.
Well, I know there's a guy here who he filed orders from him. So yeah, that's the thing. He goes by the knight. I don't know why he calls himself that, but he calls himself the knight. So
What is he, Batman? No. That was a bad joke. Anyway, that's all I have here. Alrighty then. And do you have any other bases or hideouts within the city here of Narwhal?
always our own hideout. Yeah, we have one here. Yeah.
Where is it?
Oh, and he basically gives you the rundown where it is at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Carl, you've been very truthful and honest. I appreciate your cooperation.
Right.
So, you know what
So,
I'm going to do to the two of you now, right?
and the other guy was like, mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to accost you for the time being until we decide what will happen. So I need you both to follow me, and it's not a request. I effectively just pick them both up, um, and bring them to the guards, or
Yeah,
actually,
as you're picking them up, you see a couple of guards coming in because
I
they,
flag the
people.
guards and say, "Take these to the jails, and alert Master oh, what the heck is his name? The other guy, the guy
The
that's in
Reeve.
charge. Yeah, the Reeve.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Uh, Alert him that we have information on a group known as the Stag Lord that I believe he will find interesting.
His name is Ellison Davin.
That was his name. I was thinking like Davik, but like Davin is what I got. All right.
Mhm.
Alert Master Davin that there is information on the Stag Lord that I believe he will find quite useful and interesting, as well as the directions to this hideout that Carl just told me about.
Yep.
And I would also tell him, don't hang them just yet. Perhaps maybe we can use them elsewhere.
Right then. Will do.
All right. And by now, the zone effect probably is gone.
Yeah, it doesn't last that long. Sorry, just picking up something and I need my notes, which they're not here. Never mind. And yeah. So Kix and Lilith, you go to the door of to the house of Jimmy. You knock on the door. The lights are out. You don't know when or where he's at. You knock a couple of times, nothing happens.
I knock even louder, and I'm even gonna shout out, Jimmy! I know you're not asleep at this time of night.
Actually, a lady from
Perhaps we
across the street from a second store is like, "What do you want?"
I want Jimmy! He's hiding from us, for some reason.
I don't care. We're sleeping over here.
Ah. Kix will sort of cross his arms. Fine, I'll keep it down.
Thank you. And she
Norm-
closes the shutter again. It's like goes in.
Well, we woke up everyone else except Jimmy.
Do I hear that screaming, by the way?
You hear something down the street, but it's quite a way, so you know.
Yeah, you just hear like random dragon noises.
Okay, fair enough.
Out of curiosity, I'm just gonna like wiggle the doorknob. Is the door actually locked right now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. It's like, okay, if anyone was inside, they're actually inside. Huh. Well, I guess he's dead asleep at this point, huh?
But that doesn't seem quite normal. Should we just, like, break a window, see if we can get inside?
I mean, there's a shutter right here. We can just take a peek. And yeah, like these are normal medieval houses, right? There aren't really glass panes. There's like wooden shutters. I'll just like take a look
Yeah.
at the shutter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you get it and you open it, right? It's a one-room house. Well, it's 2 stories, but it's one room, single room in the bottom, and it's and a stairs that leads to the second story. So yeah, it's simple. Has a kitchen that apparently doesn't seem to be used. The light, you see this from the light that is streaming from outside. But you're gonna need some kind of illumination inside. At least Kix is gonna need it. Lilith's not gonna
Right.
need it.
I don't have dark vision or anything.
Yeah.
Kind of
Lilith, you can see better. Again, this room doesn't look to be used much, right? Kind of like a bachelor pad, right? So only use what you need, and everything else either is ignored or it's just that stuff thrown into it. It should have been something for a bigger family, perhaps, but now it's been disused.
Kix will go ahead and call into the window, not quite as loud as he's like was calling from outside, but he's calling into the house like, Jimmy, if you're in there, I'm coming in to check on you. I'm entering in. And I'll like fumble into the window completely gracelessly.
Fall on the other side, the windowsill. Yeah, and roll over. You roll into a pile of clothing that are kind of smelly, as in nobody has washed clothes for a while. Just
Ah,
kept
Jimmy.
throwing it in that pile, right?
Jimmy, you can't just keep throwing things in the clothes pile. You have to. And I'll like look outside and like reach a hand out. It's like, do you want to come in, Lilith? Well, wait a second. I just do this, and he'll disappear, and he'll just go get the door.
That makes the most sense.
I would never make it as a thief.
Meanwhile, the neighbor's like, "What's all that racket?" I'm so sorry. No, I can't say that. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's the GM.
I'd be dead in a day if I had to do this for a living. How the hell did Halbert do this?
By the way, you haven't seen Halbert in a while.
Stuck to your head.
Huh.
The
Yeah, that's
door
really
opens
weird.
from the inside. You open the door from, that's
Yeah.
easy. I mean, it's locked, but it's a simple lock, so it's not, So you're in, and if you have a torch or something, you find basically a lamp.
Yeah, there's probably like an indoor lamp or a candle on a
Yeah.
table. Just
Yeah.
like turn it on.
And it's again, this room seems to be. In fact, you could almost sense that there's like a path that goes from the stairs right to the door, and everything else either has been stuff that has been thrown in there or hasn't been used much. Right, Jimmy. Again, this used to be a house for a much bigger house, but now he lives alone here.
And he hasn't done anything he needs to keep it up. Yeah.
Exactly. You can almost see the path of where he walks from upstairs right to the door and back again.
Be careful where you step. He is a growing boy.
Oh
Ow.
God.
Charming.
It's all right. I'm as traumatized as you are right now. But
You just,
Kix will
turn
go
around
ahead
and
and
there's like a sock stuck to your back.
oh, so, yeah, I fell in the pile. Oh gosh. Intense shower later. But Kix will go ahead and go up the stairs.
As you put your foot on the stairs here, okay, you hear the groaning of the stairs, and also hear like a meowing sound.
Yeah.
And he goes,
Oh, Jimmy's cat. I keep forgetting your name too. I'm coming up. I'll see you in a moment. Yep, coming up.
you realize that a little mid-sized cat sort of comes up from underneath the stairs, right?
Mhm.
And stands in front of me, sits running like,
Oh, there you are.
Oh,
who's a good
hello,
cat?
hello.
it's a
Just
black
a
cat,
random
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll
look at
lean
you
down and head it slightly.
Oh, it starts purring. It starts doing the thing where it's being friendly. It starts running between your legs and headbutting and all that. Seems to be a rather lean cat. Hasn't apparently eaten in a while. The poor
We're
thing.
gonna have to bring a little extra over here for Jimmy this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you go upstairs. There's about 3 rooms. Again, 2 of them have locked doors. The third has an open door. And there's a bed and there's furniture. It seems to be the only room that actually has been put in use.
Yeah, the
Again,
only bedroom.
it's at first you might think there might be a fight or something here, but really it's more of I got a bed. I don't have to make the bed because nobody cares. Nobody's seeing me, so they got up and just kept blowing. And this is a little more cleaner in that he uses it more frequently, etc. But there's nowhere here. There's a candle and a glass, like a glass for a glass of water, like a cup beside the bed, that sort of thing. A trunk for stuff, which is thrown open. Again, this one is more, I wouldn't call it precisely clean, but there's layers of like different clothing, like I don't know, that have been piled in. So there's a method to Jimmy's madness, I suppose.
Right. It's still messy teenager room though.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna like give
It's
one
all
look around
mess.
it and just kind of go, well, I guess he's not home. Oh gosh. And I'll just look back to Lilith. I'm so sorry you had to see Jimmy's house. But I'm a little concerned he didn't. You say you're here because his uncle said he hadn't called in or anything.
Yes.
And he's
Do
not
you think
here
it's been
either.
taken or something?
Oh, with those bandits in the street. Maybe. But why would they bother with poor Jimmy?
Maybe he knows information?
What could he know? He's just a kid. Still, I think maybe we ought to go and tell the guards. Maybe they can go ahead and put a search out. Maybe someone's seen him.
Perhaps.
I think now's probably the time to go ahead and leave Jimmy's house. He doesn't seem to have anything here, or at least Kix doesn't seem to think so. As
Nothing
like he's turning
important.
his back, you could like go ahead and take a look yourself if you like want to search the room or something.
I think I will actually do that. I feel like we're gonna miss something, and I feel
Mhm.
scared that we will.
Yeah. Do a well, not investigation. It would be a search roll. I forgot what the skill for that is. The rainwater coming from the broken window. Yeah. So let me see. That would be. How can I forget my skills? They're so basic. There's not many skills around here. There's a wisdom check. I know. Perception roll.
Perception?
Yeah, perception. That should be on your sheets in the second column. Yeah.
There we go. Oh, I didn't mean to do it twice. So just
Either
the first one.
way, yeah, you don't find anything. Maybe too messy. Could you both of you give me your charisma rolls, please? What's your charisma
Oh boy,
stat?
I got
Oh.
+0.
Yeah, same.
Here, take a charisma. Hey, 18.
Yeah, the cat basically just climbs onto his shoulder.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll,
and he
I'll give
doesn't
like him a little
leave.
pet.
And he wants to go with you, apparently, you know.
Oh yeah,
We
I'm
get a
not gonna
cat
stop the
companion?
cat. Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, precious little cat.
I'll take him. He starts purring, you know, and rubbing against your face. You don't have much of an ear, I guess, so he can purr into your ear, but you know, you still feel
That's
the
Into
okay.
the
He can
vibration.
whole.
just distractingly like put the tail directly in front of my eyes as I'm walking in the dark through the street.
Yeah. And you go back. Are you going back to the gateway? Are you going to? What are you going to do?
I gotta go fetch the guards. I think the guards are usually just at the gateway, so I'll go ahead and harass them.
Yeah, you find guards. And
You
they
haven't
come
seen
in.
Jimmy around today, have you?
No, sir.
Not one bit. He hasn't left town?
Not that I know of.
Well, I can't find him. His uncle doesn't know where he is, and he's not at his home either.
No.
Could you do me a favor? Could you go ahead and send a few people to just look around?
Well, we can tell the Shire. Yeah, we'll talk about. Yeah,
All right. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead
we'll
and
do.
keep searching myself. Maybe he'll turn up.
Yeah. Well, you do a search. Braith, you turn the people over. He basically told you of a abandoned house where they're operating from.
Roger that.
So
I would actually like to be with. I turned them over, so I'm gonna probably speak to Deron, or not Deron. What is his name? Damn it, I'm saying it wrong again. Davin. Um. And talk to him probably like later tonight once everybody is reacquainted and things like that, because
Mhm.
perhaps we can maybe storm this hideout and shut them down from the city
Mhm.
as soon as possible. But as of right now, since we were heading back to the tavern anyway, I'm going to head back to the tavern until Kix comes back. I don't know if he's going to be accompanied or not by Lilith, so I'll just assume he'll come back eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're still in tow, I'll probably end up back in the inn specifically to find some people to talk to first. And I'll probably see Braith there, and I'll just shake my head a little bit and go, and try to whisper low because I don't want the uncle to overhear. It's like, I think Jimmy's missing.
Oh, you whispering it to me?
Yes.
In fact,
Will...
as you walk into the gateway, the cat jumps into the bar, goes straight to the barkeep and starts meowing at him. And the barkeep first looks at him like, fine, and he gets some piece of meat or something, and he takes it.
Well, at least he's
And,
in good hands.
Yeah, but the moment he takes the food, he goes back to where you are. Apparently, the cat is, wants to be with you for some reason.
Yeah. And I'll look at Braith and go, what did you learn? Who were those people?
I learned a lot, actually. Fortunately, Mr. Carl was very forgiving with some information. Apparently, they work for a group known as the Stag Lord, bandit known as the Stag Lord.
Oh,
Uh,
yes.
apparently, they were specifically targeting the two of us because we have interfered with them previously. As to what capacity, I couldn't really say, to be honest.
I remember. They were at the logging camp, and they had already murdered someone. We put a stop to that.
I see. So they were after you more than me, because I don't recall a logging camp.
Right, I don't suppose they would even have known that you're in town.
Hmm. By the way, is Lilith like right next to Kix?
Yeah, right? Lilith?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes. I'm here.
yeah.
And I look up. I guess I'm like very fixated on like the cat moving and whatnot. I didn't notice, so I look up and I see Lilith, and I say, "Oh, madam," and I give her a bow, and I say, "I don't believe we've met."
No, my name is Lilith, and who are you?
You may call me Brace. Brace. No. Yeah. Uh, my name is Braith. My apologies. You were the one in the alleyway, yes?
Y- well, yes, I was. That was a rather peculiar. That was a rather strange fight you had.
Yes.
Giving up.
I I almost said oh Porky Pig. No. No. Yes. Strange is one way of putting it. Master Kix, is it okay to divulge this information?
Well, I'll just kind of look over Lilith. You definitely don't seem like a bandit, and if I'm sorry if I've been dragging you around town on all of this. I think we're maybe about to have to deal with some troubling matters.
Troubling in what way?
Well, according to Braith here, those bandits that ambushed in the alleyway are still in town.
Oh, not only that, we also have locations for where they are in town, as well as a direction for where their home base would be in the forest. South past the river, apparently. So if we go further south, we can actually stop this stag lord and his entire operation eventually.
Right, or at the very least, we have to make things safe, and if these bandits are about and Jimmy's missing, I'm almost inclined to say that's not a coincidence.
The bandits I interrogated knew nothing about Jimmy.
Hmm, that's
For what
slightly
it's
more
worth,
troubling then.
for what it's worth, might be something to look into.
But, if you want to investigate with us, then maybe we might need some more hands if there's this many of them around here. I'm gonna go and,
Hmm.
harass Gar over there in a minute.
Yeah,
And just points over at the turtle, but that might take about an hour.
yeah, Scar ignored me when I walked in and tried to flag him down, but 'tis what it is.
Is he another companion?
I'm not really sure how Master Guard would consider himself within this entourage.
Oh,
To say the least, we're all effectively contracted with the city at the moment.
ah, I see.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember the name of the group. Damn it. Uh,
Ah, yeah, the
thank you.
Headhunters.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but I was like, is that really right? I don't want to sound foolish. Um,
Too late.
I know. Yes. Are you familiar with an organization known as the Headhunters, Madam Lilith?
Um, I'm slightly familiar, but not fully.
Hmm.
Well,
Well,
that's who we are these days.
quite.
We do work for the Shire Reeve. We've been exploring the wilderness, and now it seems we're taking on some additional duties clearing out the town.
To be fair, it came out of nowhere.
I mean, it approached us. We'd be foolish not to go ahead and accept the challenge. What kind of heroes would we be?
Pragmatic.
Well, you got me there.
That's why I already sent information and word to the guard. They could meet us there and we can assault it together. That is something I want to plan out with what's his face? With Davin as soon as possible.
Right, maybe you should go ahead and run over to Davin and see what you can do, and I'll inform Gar of what's going on.
Very well. And I will, I will take my leave then. If you find any information, please don't hesitate to message me.
Of course. And I'm probably going to be here for up to an hour resting, depending on how long this planning and operation takes, just so I can get a short rest in.
Yeah.
But I will go ahead and inform Gar. I'll just kind of go up to his table and say, Gar, there's a little bit of trouble in town. I think we're about to go ahead and deal with it.
Always the bearer of great news, I see.
I know, I'm just so encompassed by positivity when I'm around you, I think.
Encompassed, you say? This word, I do
Encircled,
not
maybe?
think you know what it means.
Inscribed?
Hmm.
Full of, well, I'm still getting used out of that thesaurus. So, Gar, do you think you can be ready soon? Will you help us?
Ready for what?
We might have to deal with some bandits that have embedded themselves in town. Brain seems to know where they are, and he's going to go tell the guards.
Is that not a matter for the guards?
Well, we should probably help them out. They
To
came
what
after
end?
me, in fact.
Everyone comes after you. It's the kind of person you are. People
Right.
just don't like you, Kix.
But if they came prepared for me, I kind of am a little worried about the guards then. I'm not
Kix, I've
exactly
watched
the
you get
normal
kidnapped
fighter.
while you were asleep. Doesn't take much to come after you. There's not preparation involved.
I'm still worried, and I'd feel remiss if I wasn't responsible. You can keep enjoying your drink if you want, but
Responsible
that's
for
what.
what? They're coming after you. You're the only one who needs to care.
Right, so I do care. But I'm letting you know. We'll be leaving maybe as soon as Braith gets back.
Leaving for where? They're already in town. Where are you leaving to?
To their hideout.
What you're just saying is here. You're not leaving then.
I'll be leaving the building, Gar.
Well, what are you gonna do in the meantime?
Sit down, have a drink, maybe get a bandage or two.
I do want to remind you, you were kidnapped while you were asleep. What makes you think you're not gonna get kidnapped here?
Well, they tried it while I was conscious, so they didn't have much of a chance.
Right. So while you're here resting and drinking, I think it's probably a good chance they'll have.
Well, if they come for me here and now, at least I'll be ready for them. Well, I'm going to enjoy drink, Gar. And I'll go ahead and go sit back down. And I'm going to give Lilith a look of like, I'm sure you heard some of that. That's Gar. You can say hello at your own risk.
Oh, that's what it look. Yeah, that's awesome.
And I'm just going to look over at gotta look at the name of the uncle again. Davenport. I'm gonna get a drink and I'm just going to go ahead and just start taking a drink.
Yeah,
I'm
and
sure
that
sure
cat
Davenport loves that
just
stuff.
Oh
That
yeah,
is
and
just
pet the cat.
orbiting around you, like
Incredibly important cat.
yeah. So yeah, Braith, you go to the Reeve. They wake him up basically. It's like, so what's the problem?
Master Davin.
Yes.
Wrong. Yeah, no, I said it right that time. Master Davin. I presume you have heard the news of what happened about an hour ago.
You were attacked and managed to capture some of the assailants. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I was actually here tonight to see if we could request your assistance in raiding their stronghold within the city itself.
Hmm. Come in.
Please, thank you.
Yes. And he puts you in the office as ask you a question. Have you seen Halpert?
I have not seen Master Halpert in a few days now, at least since we've been back um, from the alchemical tower. The Is everything okay with him? I presume he is on other assignment.
Well, he was. I guess I have to tell you what's happening. As much. When you capture that young bandit by the name of Cressel, she, well, she said that there were some contacts that the Stag had here in town. Had Halpert investigate that. He'll be giving me regular updates, which amounted to not much of anything. And then he disappeared.
I see.
And the reason why I went to Halpert was because I did not. I wanted to verify Cressel's story without arising suspicion. Now, I also heard from the guards that Master Jimmy is young Master Jimmy is missing as well.
Yes, that apparently is something that did occur at the same time as our accostation.
I could send some guards with you, but I'm afraid that if they have prisoners, that might raise the alarm.
I I I sigh and I say to myself, hmm. I sigh and I say to myself, is it a risk you're willing to take?
Their lives? I mean, I know I talk about everybody calls Halpert the runt, but to be honest, if he were to come to harm, there will be some people who would miss him. I don't want to be one of them.
What do
And
you
Jimmy, same
Okay.
thing.
What do you propose then, sir?
Well, your group has been able to deal with these strange matters before. If you can approach and verify that they're there, we could circle the building, make sure none of them escape quietly, quickly. But a frontal assault would be something I don't want to risk. Also, if they fail to capture you, they might be preparing to leave as well.
If you feel that that is more appropriate for this, then I will do as you ask for the task at hand. Have your guards on standby within that region, though, just in case, I would say.
Yes, I'll spread the word. Although
Uh,
I'll have to select guards as well. I do not know if they'll be able to operate well in plain sight apparently for a while. So I suspect maybe one of my guards or some other might not be reliable. So there's that as well.
Understandable, sir. Also, I should note that Master Kix has befriended a tag along that happened to be involved tangentially involved in the altercation tonight.
Mhm.
Younger a tiefling, it looks by the looks of them.
When you say tiefling, he sort of makes a face like really.
Yes, I'm a bit wary myself, sir.
See. We'll have this individual visit me when appropriate, probably tomorrow or the day after,
I will
and we'll
relay
just
I will
we'll
relay the
discuss this.
message.
You know.
It to the credit of the tiefling, they are a pretty matter of factual in terms of how they carried themselves. So,
Mhm.
but I will relay the message, and perhaps you can find out more information that they may be willing to divulge.
Yeah. Do an insight check for me.
Did it go up?
Yeah.
They only got a 10 on that, so.
Yeah. He didn't seem as surprised when you mentioned the tiefling as you would expect.
He didn't seem surprised.
No, he didn't seem surprised.
Hmm. And I say to Devin, pray, are there many tieflings that have come to this region recently, or no?
Not that I know of.
Hmm.
And I would know about them. Unless they were trying to avoid detection.
Understandable, sir.
Very well. Gather my men. You tell them where, what part of town the building is, etc.
Yeah, yeah.
So essentially, how you're going to deal with this is entirely up to you. You're going to do it tonight, or you're going to wait? What are you going to try to go right ahead?
Out of character on that. Do you want to do it tonight, or do you want to go tomorrow?
The rest of the party.
Yeah, I'm asking out of character because my first inkling is go tonight, even though I'm like slightly wounded and don't have like full spell capacity.
Right. Well, I mean, like, if we go ahead and do a short rest, at least we get some of that back.
I mean, I'm willing to go tonight within like the next hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which case, if you...
And a chance to watch you die.
Yeah. And I
You're
guess
so
if you...
kind.
And I guess if you come back and tell everyone that, I'll go ahead and roll my short rest dice then.
That's the hit dice, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna do the same then.
I mean, to be fair though, I have watched entire parties die already, so
Yup.
Oh.
as I am the sole remaining member of the original Headhunters, so
Yup.
I have many questions about that, by the way.
I mean,
Well,
I already told you up front, I killed them. I am the one that killed them. I've told everybody this.
Not everybody. Some of them have left.
I have told the highest members of leadership of
No,
this town
I
and
I
all
meant
the guards along the way that
I
I
meant-
killed them.
I meant out of character. Like, what happened? Like, did you like legit kill them, or was it like we left? the
They
party
all
to go-
went down, and they all went down, and my own life was then at risk. So I cast an area of effect spell that murdered them and took down at least 2 of the other creatures that were after me, thus
Yup.
securing my own escape. And then negotiated for the completion of the mission that we were on, and returned home. Mission successful. Rest of party dead.
Oh.
Yup.
And you keep making fun of me as the butcher.
You call yourself the butcher. I literally do not care.
I know. See, that's the thing I do.
Well, actually, you don't, because in your character introduction, you constantly say that you don't care. You don't care, but you call yourself the butcher to everybody.
No, you misunderstand. I care about the fact that my decisions don't always work and I can be rash. But I wear the nickname that I've gotten with distinction because of it, because it would be foolish not to.
Oh, here's your problem: is that the people that call you that are alive. No one's left to give me a nickname. They all died. I killed them.
If you just kill them all, nobody
That-
can call
that's
you the
really cool.
butcher. Oh my
That-
gosh.
That way
That-
you truly are the butcher.
That logic is very sound, Master Gar. I must confess, though, that is not my style.
I want to point out, who got you out of imprisonment?
Halpert,
No, I did. Alfred doesn't know magic.
that's true.
I'm the one that freed you, butcher. So, I mean, keep those thoughts rational.
I summoned you, I can send you back.
I smile and I say, Master Gar, you are in no danger from me unless if you direct.
I mean, you can end that sentence right now. I am in no danger from you.
Guard does not go easy.
Oh, he doesn't, but he will.
Alright. Well, I suppose I'll go ahead and turn to Lilith and go, if you have a weapon, you're welcome to come with us.
Yeah, I think I shall. And I just pull out like my 2 daggers from my pockets.
Well, you
I'll
have
just,
to
like, show
rescue
'em off.
Jimmy.
I mean, as a matter of point, there is no like animals following this tiefling around, right?
No.
Right. Okay. So not a Beastmaster Ranger. Okay.
No, the only animal that seems to be following anybody is a dark striped cat.
Got it.
a
Jimmy's been
kit.
polymorphed. Understood.
That thought didn't cross my mind, but it could be.
That would just be absolutely hilarious. This whole time I'd just pretending like, oh yeah, his cat. It's like, no, he's
It's
gonna
actually just him.
I mean, when you whole scenario described, my first thought was that movie, The Witches, the original one.
Do we just
Yeah.
like have a Nina
Jimmy's
Tucker
just been
situation?
polymorphed into a thing, and all you can think to do is
Yeah.
hang around this guy.
I'm imagining like a
That's what I
Nina
thought when
Tucker
we first
thing, you
found
know.
it.
See, my actual thought was Jimmy is the night guy that they were talking about, but that was about it.
Well, here's the problem: though, is that Jimmy is also a known associate with the bandit gang that you guys are going after, which I don't think was mentioned, unless it wasn't mentioned a lot before I got here.
Yeah, I think that's information I don't know.
No, you know that because
I know that.
He didn't tell you.
Yeah, he did. Remember, I was hanging around Halpert during that time.
Oh
He
yeah,
came
you
to
and
me just
Halpert were
after.
actually going to go on a mission for watching these bandits and dealing with their base, and then Halpert disappeared.
Yeah, no. So I know all of this. Remember, Halpert came to me specifically to get information.
I would like to say it does make like the narrative interesting that the person Gar is planning with disappears, and Gar
Oh,
decides,
no.
I'm just gonna not tell anyone until someone asks about it.
I mean, that's the way I handled Halpert too. So
Yes.
Did
But
you
yeah.
make this person disappear? Is
We'll
this
all
how they
find
do it?
out soon.
that among the party, Halpert was my closest ally. I did buy him a room for 3 months, and then rented him 4 other rooms as
You
well
guys
to make sure he would
competed to
sleep in
see
one
who
of
would
them.
buy the inn.
Yeah, and I won.
Alright. But Kix is ready. He's actually armed and armored now.
Mhm.
Braith, you're going. Lilith, you said you're going. Gar, are you coming?
I'll see
Yeah.
why I wouldn't.
Okay. Then out we go. Braith, you're leading the way, because you know where we're going.
Yeah, I lead the party to close to where the hideout, as Carl told me, was.
Yeah, it's in the somewhat rundown part of town. It's a house that it's abandoned, basically. Apparently, no owners, and nobody has either reclaimed it or tore it down. As you're going in, you see that there's several guards posted near the back alleys and streets. So if anybody runs out, they would be able to intercept them. And the house is there. So what are you gonna do? It's shuttered, boarded up.
Did we never go with the undercover plan, by the way?
Halpert disappeared before the
yeah.
plan could go through.
Yeah, basically.
Oh no, we went to the Reeve and we discussed it in person with him.
And nobody showed up.
So the Reeve never implemented the plan.
No, he did, but you didn't see anybody reapproach Jimmy.
Well, no, remember they were supposed to be there undercover in the bar.
Yes.
They were never supposed to approach Jimmy. They were just supposed to be in the bar.
Nobody approached Jimmy, so they didn't see anybody.
Oh, you mean nobody? Okay, I thought you meant no guards approached Jimmy. I was like, that's not the plan.
That wasn't the plan. No.
But I guess we got the house in front of us now.
Cool, fireball. No, I'm joking.
Well, kicking in the door honestly sounds like the way to go. Just go before they can react.
Okay. You kicked in the door. Do a strength check for me.
Okay.
It's boarded, so it's going to be a little tough, right?
22.
Yeah, it's flies out of splinters. Actually, it splinters and flies out of its, the frame. It's dusty and dirty inside. You see, what little furniture is there is covered with rags and whatnot. In fact, when the remnants of the door hit the floor, it just picks up a lot of dust. But you have no idea, how long somebody has been in this place. When it's said abandoned, it is abandoned. Could be weeks, months, maybe a year or two, maybe more. So apparently nobody has lived here for a while.
So no sign of anyone coming in and out. As far as Hideout goes, I'm not feeling great about this. And nah, Kix is still wearing the same armor.
Oh,
Yep.
you sent for it, so I thought maybe you got new armor.
I just wasn't wearing any earlier in the day.
So I think it would be an investigation rolls in order.
Right. Suddenly the tension like drops, and now we're investigating. Boop. Here's my attempt.
I get the owl to aid me, so at 21.
Yeah, the owl flutters, and at one point it follows a rat, because even though it's a spirit, it's an owl, so it has that instinct of hunting. And as it lands in a pile of rats, etc., and tries to get the rat escapes, and it flies off. And then beneath the pile, it used to be a bed, but the bed collapsed, and underneath the bed is what appears to be a trap door.
Also, I didn't mention that in my description. I've got a familiar, which is an owl that's always sitting on my shoulder.
I don't suppose the cat finds anything.
No, the cat just sort of. Actually, the cat looks at the owl.
Oh no.
How long does this investigation take?
Takes about 30, 40 minutes. 'Cause you
Okay,
have to
at
go,
some point during that, I'm going
Mm.
to ritual cast detect magic.
Mhm. Yeah. As you sit in the floor, you start doing. There is magic in the trapdoor.
But not in the cat.
Let's see. The cat. No, the cat. Nope. Actually, there's no
Remember, any
magic.
decision you make now is going to matter for the rest of time. So let's be 100% sure what you want to say.
It's no. You wouldn't. Well, actually, would you detect that kind of magic?
If it's a school of magic, I would detect it.
Yeah. Let me see.
Polymorph is a school of magic.
The thing is, it's not necessarily that spell. Yeah, you don't detect magic.
Polymorph.
You don't detect magic.
If it's wish, you see, he
don't
wished to be more powerful than Wonder Woman, so he turned into a cat.
It's cheetah.
No.
We all don't understand it, but it's how it happens, apparently.
Nope.
So, I guess of the information we have so far, the bandits that went for us said that this is the place. Nobody's been here for a long while, and we haven't found anything.
Poignantly, if there is magic coming from the trapdoor, then I'd also know what school of magic it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let me see. It's
This time, let's make sure that there are actual schools of magic and not...
evocation.
Well, now he's actually looking through his notes, so it has to be something there.
Yeah, it's evocation.
Cool. Did I pick up Mage Hand? I don't think I have. Nope. I keep thinking, I'm gonna grab Mage Hand. That would be so useful. Fuck that. When have I ever been useful? Hey, let's see, which one of you do I like the least? Hey, Kix! There's a trap door over there.
Ah, this must be where they're hiding.
Oh dear.
But they are bandits.
Yeah.
Wonder if there's a tripwire here.
We should be a little bit cautious, don't you think?
Nope.
Well, I didn't see anything, so I think we might actually be in the clear.
Sounds good to me. Why don't you open that door?
Of course, and Gygax will open the trapdoor.
I was about to say perhaps we should check it if there are any traps on the
Oh, it's a
door.
shame he did so before you. Look, he did. His foolhardy nature has gotten the best of him.
Yep. So what
How
terrible
much
thing
damage
happens
does
when I
Kix
open
take?
it?
Roll a Constitution check for me.
Yo, Constitution. 8.
Yeah. Nope. Mm-hmm.
You ruined our straight.
You took when you try to open it, you took a electric shock came through your arm. You get 6 points of damage as lightning and thunder erupts from the from the
What is
trap
with that
door.
roll?
This won't
That-
stop me.
Triple ones.
Yeah. 6 points of damage, electrical damage. And the trapdoor is still closed.
Oh,
Mm.
it didn't like automatically reset or anything. I am still going to try to open the trapdoor.
Excuse me, Madam Lilith.
Yes.
By chance, are you any good with dealing with mechanisms or devices?
I am not, I afraid.
Oh dear.
That's fine, since it's magic and not a device.
Well, if it is magic, then perhaps maybe you could disable it, Master
Nope.
Gar.
Damn, Mage Hand would be really helpful right here.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of other things one could do, but I'm having too much fun right now.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and reach out to like a wooden spoon amongst all the garbage here. And I'm
Mhm.
just going to use that to lift the trapdoor's handle.
Oh, it's locked. So
Oh, it's locked. Okay, that more explains it. Well, I'm going to break it
okay. With
with a
what?
spoon.
You break the spoon.
Okay, and by
Is it
that
with
I
a wooden
mean
spoon?
I'm doing what I did with the door. I am taking a stance and I'm going to just stomp it straight into the ground.
Strength check.
Strength check.
Where did just electrocute it again?
Oh, you broke your leg. How
Well,
about
we're
that?
about to find out if it does.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah. Roll a Constitution check for me again.
Yay. 15.
Take half damage. 7 points of damage.
Okay. Doop-doo. And Gix is gonna go ahead and step away from it after the second jolt.
Sorry, I didn't mean to click that.
Okay.
I keep forgetting which button is post it in chat and which one is let me see what's written here.
I
Yeah.
do that too all the time.
Apparently, not only did this trap did not deactivate the moment you touched it, it continues to do damage. And somehow the door is not damaged in the process.
It's actually pretty sturdy here, even if no one's been here for a while. I guess they reinforced it.
Well, you know what they say, Kix. Third time's the charm.
Well, I need you to
Um,
disable it in
Sure,
some way
man.
first.
Can I do a Oh goodness. Can I do a perception check on the door?
Yes. What are you searching for? Okay.
You said that the door was not affected. What is the door made out of?
It seems to be wood, but on the second, it seems to be reinforced by like a metal plate.
Hmm. So I like feel the metal plates and things like that. Okay. Is it so I'm gonna ask this out loud because to Master Gar and everybody, but is it possible to maybe use something that could be like a lightning rod for the lightning to get past this?
If you want to give it a try. But the thing is still locked. Gar, do you have anything?
I mean, I guess I could.
Well,
Here, crickets go off in the
Yeah,
background.
I
well,
believe
go
you
ahead,
should.
Gar.
Yes.
Fine. I cast Shatter.
Okay. Roll the damage.
And as he's getting ready to cast, the javelins I took from those orcs, do they have like steel tips?
No.
Ah, damn it. I don't have. I have a shovel though. The shovel has a steel tip, right?
Yeah, you shatter the door to splinters, and the metal buckles. Basically, it was a metal frame, and it buckles and it collapses. And you see that underneath the door there's stairs, and in the distance you might see a bit of a glimmer But the door goes like this and then turns.
Well, after that, they definitely know we're coming, so it's time to
Yeah.
go ahead and charge in. And
Not
Pistol
the
charge.
cries of electrocution or the banging noises of knocking.
yeah, no, none of that. It's all Gar's fault. It's fine.